Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Eka Zulaiha.
My name is Elvira Yesenia.
We are from Group 3. Today we will to present about Islamic economic methodology. Without further ado, let's get started. The first is philosophy of science. Science is a human endeavor that is cognitive and rational, using certain methods to obtain cinematic knowledge about the causality of an object, both in natural and social phenomena. Science has rational, empirical, cinematic, objective, verificative, and open to correction characteristics. Knowledge is the result of sensing an object that is not cinematic, objective, or universal because it doesn't require strict proof. Its learning process is influenced by factors such as information, environment, and culture. Knowledge arises from human curiosity, which can sometimes lead to obsession. In its history, the development of the structure of science can be separated from the role of philosophy of science as philosophical foundation. Philosophy of science is field of science that has a scope study on the nature of science in philosophy view, how science works, and the logic through which scientific knowledge is built. Philosophy of science can be understood from two sides. First is philosophy of science as a discipline. Philosophy of science is a branch of philosophy that philosophically studies science through the three main aspects. Number one is ontology. Ontology is concerned with the nature of science, that is, what is the object study of science. This aspect seeks to answer why something is called science and what distinguishes it from unscientific. Science must have scientific criteria that are rational, logical, and accountable. Number two, epistemology addresses how science acquires knowledge through scientific methods. Every science has a character that is determined by the underlying school of truth. Epistemology consists of two main elements: the structure of reasoning that distinguishes one school of truth from another, and the process of reasoning that reflects the historical development of science. Number three, axiology examines the value of science, both in positive and normative aspects. Science is positive when it functions to describe, explain, and predict phenomena based on facts. Meanwhile, normatively, science is used to direct change according to certain goals for human welfare. In its application, this aspect considers ethical values, morals, and social norms. Number two, philosophy of science as a philosophical foundation for science. The philosophy of science serves as a foundation in the development of science by providing a scientific framework, direction, and style. This foundation consists of three main elements. Number one, the theoretical framework is the logical basis of science that allows science to have objective value. It is a theoretical framework that has certain methodological consequences. In science, methodology includes approaches, theories, methods, and technical concepts, which guide the scientific process toward new discoveries. Without theory, science can be called science. Number two, scientific paradigms develop from theories that have undergone escalation. It functions as a scientific umbrella that covers various theories in a field. Paradigm provide a mindset that makes it easier for scientists to determine scientific methodologies and analysis. However, paradigms can change or shifting. If they are no longer agreed upon, scientific paradigms have sociological, anthropological, historical base, which make them part of the humanity of science. Number 3, basic assumptions are the deepest foundation of science that include the scientist's beliefs, principles of life and faith. It is the theological metaphysical basis that enables the integration of science with religion, as in Islamic science. Basic assumptions are deep foundation of science that include the scientist's beliefs, principles of life and faith. In its the theological metaphysical basis that enable the integration of science with religion, as in Islamic science. Basic assumptions can be verified or falsified because they are outside the realm of scientific testing. Number 3, differences between Islamic and conventional anatomy of science. Conventional economics become a science through the empirical evidence process, which is a research method to demonstrate and test the validity of knowledge. Unlike conventional economics, knowledge in Islam doesn't only come from reason, the five senses or experience, but also from the revelation of Allah SWT and in the Quran. This revelation requires interpretation so that humans understand the nature of the knowledge given. The epistemology of Islamic economics is built on an Islamic worldview based on revelation and religious teachings. The truth of knowledge has no dichotomy between doctrine and reality, value and facts. Science leads humans closer to God and the truth, not misleading. Therefore, the knowledge developed must come from a source that is believed to be certain of the truth, namely God. Two types of knowledge in Islam. Number 1, revealed knowledge. Knowledge that comes from the revelation of Allah SWT in the Quran and Hadith, which is the main foundation and source of inspiration for acquired knowledge. Number 2, acquired knowledge. Knowledge that is obtained from human effort in exploring and optimizing the mind, such as contemporary fatwas and modern science. Source of knowledge in Islam. Number 1, revelation. Revelation is placed at the first level of other source. Islam makes the Quran and Hadith the absolute main source of knowledge because they come directly from Allah SWT, so they are protected from various errors. Number 2, intellect is a source of knowledge because Allah SWT created humans as the most perfect creators and provide them with the mind to think, to understand, to make reflection, and to be able to decide which things are good or bad, what to do and what not to do. Number 3, science or experience. The five senses are very useful for humans in everyday life to get information about the world and what is around humans. The sensory process includes observations or experiences that occur repeatedly so that the knowledge gained is easy to prove and test. Number 4, spirituality. This element of spirituality is a special element, but it can be ignored because this spirituality is a guidance or inspiration from Allah SWT, which can only be achieved and felt by certain people chosen by knowledge from spirituality is bertasawuf. In the end, there will be a question whether the knowledge will bring blessing or even bring the curse of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Philosophy of science and its role in Islamic economics. Islamic economics is part of the Islamic religion because it is based on revelation and reason that complement each other. Economics can be covered by religion because it deals with human behavior in the use of resources. Islamic economics is not just a branch of conventional economics, but has its own philosophy. The School of Capitalism considers the Islamic economic system similar to capitalism because both recognize private property and the market economy, but the Islamic economy has a distinctive philosophical, science, and Sharia paradigm. Islamic economics is rooted in key principles. The first is Tawhid, the unity of sovereignty of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Second, Rububiyah, divine organizations of life. Third, Khalifah, man as God's representative on earth. The fourth, Ta'ziyah, purification and growth. The last is accountability, the concept of the day of reckoning and its impact on the life of this world and the hereafter. The Islamization of economics was born out of the idea of the Islamization of science, which emerged at the World Conference on Muslim Education in Makkah in 1977. Al-Faruqi and Al-Attas emphasized the West science must be filtered to fit Islam. The process of economic Islamization is carried out because conventional economics is full of secularism and is not in line with the Islamic worldview. Islamic economic methodology plays an important role in building economic theory based on Quran and Sunnah. In epistemology, Islamic economics emphasizes the theory of knowledge, the search of knowledge, and how to evaluate it. The three main aspects of the philosophy of Islamic economics are: the first is ontological aspect of Islamic economics. Ontology comes from the Greek language which means existence or being, and science or logos. Ontology discusses the existence of something, including in Islamic economics, which has the basis of the oneness of God or Tawhid. In Islamic economics, ontology determines the nature of Islamic economic science, which includes pure economics and muamalat, where the source is always based on Quran and Hadith. The role of ontology in Islamic economics is to understand economic reality and build the foundation of Islamic economics. Ontology discusses parts of Islamic economics, such as microeconomy, macroeconomy, banking, and the Islamic financial system. Ontology also examines fundamental problems such as resources security by distinguishing between Islamic and conventional economics perspective. The problem in Islamic economics ontology is how to harmonize secular thinking in economics with fiqh muamalah, which is based on revelation. In fiqh muamalah, economic transactions are judged right or wrong based on the prohibition of revelations, while economics uses the theory and phenomena that occur. Therefore, it is difficult to combine the two aspects. The concept of oneness in Islamic economic ontology has several consequences, among others. The first, the selection of goods, services, and markets is based on a line consumer preferences with Islamic values. Second, realizing justice in consumption, production, and resource utilization. The third, avoiding waste in consumption and production. Fourth, maintaining productivity and economic efficiency in accordance with consumer preferences. Fifth, avoiding misuse of resources. And the last, creating prosperity based on casual relationship in the good life.
The next, number 2, epistemological aspect of Islamic economy. Epistemology comes from the Greek words epistemes, knowledge, and logos, science. Epistemology addresses the origin, method, structure, and validity of knowledge. In Islamic economy, epistemology systematically shapes and tests Islamic economic concept. Islamic economy epistemology provides scientific justification for the concept of Islamic economy. In anthropology built the foundation of Islamic economy, the epistemology fills the building with varied sense and method. The Quran is the main source of knowledge that is absolute and comprehensive, although its general principles need to be inspired through ijtihad. Islamic economy epistemology required ijtihad and condition in exploring knowledge. In Islamic economics, the concept of production and distribution of wealth involves interns with various disciplines, including the study of conflict, power, and welfare in an Islamic perspective. In Islamic macroeconomic, epistemology helps explain the economic behavior of Muslims. For example, thus an increase in income always increase consumption, with above increase in spending of alms. The concept of epistemology is also tested in the Ramadan phenomena, where consumption is subject to decrease, but in reality inflation increase. Economic science is derived from social observation, while fiqh muamalah is sourced from the Quran of Hadith. Economy is more quantitative, while fiqh muamalah is more normative and qualitative. In muamalah fiqh, economic rules follow the principle that everything is perishable, unless there is evidence that forbids it. However, in Islamic economy, social and historical analysis methods are less developed than fiqh method. Epistemology also relates to the methodology of Islamic economy, which determines how the concept of Islamic economy is formed. Methodology serves as a mechanism in building the concept of Islamic economy, with a different approach from conventional economy. Number 3, axiological aspect of Islamic economy. Axiological deals with the value and purpose of science. In Islamic economy, axiology discusses the function and benefit of Islamic economy in solving human problems based on Islamic things. There are 3 fundamental values in Islamic economy axiology. Number 1, al-haq, strong knowledge base of truth that is strength and fire. Number 2, al-sabr, passion of facing economic challenge. Number 3, marhamah, gentleness in the application of Islamic economy. In Islamic economy, axiology serves to determine the purpose of economic activity. For example, is online business transaction. In conventional economy, online transactions are valid if there is an agreement between two parties. However, in muamalah fiqh, transaction can be considered invalid if there is no clear contract or the goods being traded are not shown directly. The axiology of Islamic economy emphasizes that every economic activity must be oriented towards definition to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala and maintaining harmony and environmental preservation. The next methodology, definition and concept. Definition of methodology. Linguistically, method comes from the Greek meta along and hodos path, which means the sense of step in a discipline to achieve certain goals. The definition of method in terms in teaching that provide description, explanation, and determination of values. So, in the simple terms, methodology can be defined as a branch of physiology that discuss how to form theory in science and how to test the validity of those theories scientifically. Two types of method used by Islamic literature on economy. Number one, deductive method, using the Quran and Sunnah to formulate Islamic economy principles and laws. And number two, retrospective method, examining the economic problems of the people, poverty, and underdevelopment, and looking for solutions based on the Quran and Sunnah. Islamic economic as a sense is something that does not have absolute truth, so it must allow both tests, but using deductive thinking method and retrospective thinking method. In Islamic economy, there are three major schools of thought. Bekir Asad, Iqtisaduna, choose to replace the term economic with Iqtisaduna mainstream. Mainstream respond Western economic thinking with an open heart and open mind. Alternative critical, a spirit of criticism that access not only capitalism and socialism but also Islamic economy, because Islam is definitely right, but Islam economy is not necessarily right. Two methodology element. Number one, criteria need in theory justification, concept of object criteria and productural criteria. And number two, method, rationing method, and validation, technical method. These two methodological elements can be reduced to a scope that explain the process carried out in Islamic economy methodology, including number one, perspective on world life, number two, reference source, number three, object, number four, method, and number five, procedure. Study case. Currently, there are still many people who consider Islamic banks to be the same as conventional banks. In fact, the two are different in their operation. Conventional banks follow government regulation and applicable laws, while Islamic banks are based on Islamic values, free from usury, measure, and grahar, and only finance halal business with the principle of justice. Conclusion. Islamic economy methodology has a very important role in providing meaning to the building of Islamic economy as a scientific discipline. Explained in Islamic economy have consideration about Islamic economy methodology in building economic theories based on the Quran and Sunnah. Methodology can be seen as part of the branch of physiology called epistemology This methodology is related to epistemology, epistemology, studying the theory of knowledge, source, application, and limited of science. Islamic economics cannot be spared from the big picture of the philosophy of science, which consists of three components, namely ontology, epistemology, and axiology. These three aspects are integral and form the basic for understanding and developing Islamic economy. That's all from our presentation. If you have any question,
Please comment. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.